Hey everyone, it's Chris at Lime Punch Forge. I'm going to keep my talking to a minimum because I have a stuffy cold today and I don't want you guys to listen to my sniffles. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take a copper cutout that I've sawn, and on the engraving ball there, you'll see a little picture of a Art Nouveau flower. I'm basically going to copy that design in my own way and then end up adding a little bit more texture with some beading tools and also show a cool way to use purple heartwood as a stake or a forming tool for your metalwork. So I'm going to leave you to some music and I'll catch up with you in a little while so you don't have to listen to me sniffle. Also, before I go, I'd like to remind you that if you haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe. Oh, hit that little red subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit a follow if you're on Instagram. And also check out Pepe Tools, PEPETOOLS.com, for some pretty amazing made in the Okay, here we've gotten done with the engraving, and we're using the beading tool to add some round textures into the center of the flower to kind of look like all the little tiny stamens and everything else that flowers have inside of them. So you'll see that here in a second, and then I'll grab the forming stake and show you kind of what's going on with that. I use Purple Heart. It's a wood that, believe it or not, is purple, and it's extremely hard. They use it for lining the floors of truck beds. They use it for musical instruments. It's very dense, very hard to work, and it works really, really well for a metal forming stake or tool. Check it out. Okay, here's a piece of Purple Heart. Like I said, it's a pretty dense wood. It is purple. Over time, with exposure to sunshine, it does turn brown. And what I've done here is I've drilled out a kind of a dome shaped hole. It's not a straight walled hole, it's a dome. And then this little guy is another piece of little Purple Heart that I've either sharpened or notched or rounded over, and I'm going to be using that as the forming tool for the inside of the hole there. The reason I do that is because the wood, even though it's hard, it won't deform the textures on the inside of the wood or inside of the metal where I've formed. And so it's going to tap down in. I've got a rounded one. I'll use my hammer to tap that down in. And then you'll also see me here in a few minutes turn that piece of Purple Heart on its side, grab a ball peen hammer, and start whacking at one of the square edges. And what I'm doing there is taking those square edges and rounding them, and then I'm going to use those rounded edges to form the roundness of the petals as they fold back over. And I'll do that with a rawhide mallet. So I'll go ahead and let you guys that. As you can probably hear, I'm not super great with the speaking today because of the stuffy nose. So I'll leave you with this. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe. Check out Peppy Tools. Check out limepunchforge.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and all those other YouTube things. So appreciate you. You guys have a good day.